Hello, and welcome to On 1300. I'm Xochitl Mora, Director of Communications for the City of McAllen, and we are once again joined by our McAllen City Manager, Mr. Roy Rodriguez.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here as we continue to discuss the City of McAllen's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. But this time we're talking a little bit more about how we're implementing the order that was issued, the emergency order that was issued by Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So, this is an issue that is evolving literally daily. And so departments like the county and the city, entities like us both, we're having to evaluate information on a daily basis. And so the county has come out with a new order today, effective today, that is a little more strict than what we talked about just Friday. And so some of the main essential issues of the original orders are still in place, obviously. The obvious one is 10 or less people in any gathering, and it is public or private. But this order went a little further, and it included closure of what we are calling non-essential establishment, including retail. So very specifically in the order, they laid out the fact that gyms, spas, and massage parlors are prohibited from being open. That was actually a question that we had been asked here recently. Hair and nail salons and barber shops are also to be closed. And entertainment, movie theaters, bowling alleys, things like that are not prohibited.
And so if you look at those are really non-essential services. They're luxuries, they're fun, they're entertainment, they recreation, but not a non-essential. So our essential services are continuing under this order. Is there any changes to that?
That is correct. I mean, it's important that we also understand that life goes on. So grocery stores, gas stations, our parks, some might argue that, but being able to have a little bit of leisure, exercise, spend time with your family outdoors is important. So parks are open. Essential retail establishments are open. Hospitals, of course, medical offices, bus, trains, and airport terminals will continue to open.
And so that's really important, but part of this order is now the stay-at-home curfew, and that's something that that may affect some people and others not so much. And what is that stay-at-home curfew now?
Right, I think that's the biggest thing that happened in this new order, and that is the curfew. And I think it's called a prohibition of certain transportation or transport. But basically it's that you cannot be out on the streets of McAllen or Hidalgo County for that matter from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. on every day of the week. And so that's very, very important that people understand that only folks that are going to and from these essential services that we just described are to be at home.
Okay. All right. And so we have posted these bullets on our website, but we know certainly that we want people to always call 311 for any questions for the City of McAllen if they need any more clarification on the emergency order to head to 311 or call Hidalgo County. One new change, or one that's very important to recognize also, is that there is enforcement of this ordinance.
Right. There's enforcement throughout the county. The county will enforce the extraterritorial jurisdictions of all of the cities, but every city in the county will enforce their own city. And so it's important that people understand that law enforcement is going to be out there enforcing these new rules, and especially the curfew. Just, please keep that in mind. Don't be caught out there. This is in order for us to ensure that the number of people gathering are minimal. And this is a Class B misdemeanor. So that's the last thing that I'll say, is that it's a Class B, which if you look it up, that's some serious business.
It's pretty serious, and the enforcement is immediate, so we do want people to understand that. So if you have any questions regarding this emergency order, of course, head to the City of McAllen website, to our social media sites, and continue watching on this channel for a bullet point listed information to explain that emergency order, and of course anything else that the City of McAllen is continuing to do in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Rodriguez, anything you'd like to add?
Just be safe out there, and make the most out of your day, whatever that may be, and we'll do the same.
So everyone, just continue to watch City of McAllen, and of course follow us on social media for the most up-to-date and accurate information for the City of McAllen. I'm Xochitl Mora.